This is Curtis coming at you from Ace Barrett Studios, once again covering the 2021 NFL season. Sticking with my Dolphins, this is a big stretch for us coming up. It's really going to tell us a lot on many, many levels. It would take a long time to break down all the key aspects that are going to be revealed in the next couple of weeks. But I want to do a little focus on two things. I want to play this Tua interview that happened after the last victory against the Giants. And then I'm going to play another interview after that. And I want you to take a look and notice something I've been talking about for a while. There's many instances where it was revealed and I had mentioned it, but I want to dial into this one aspect because it's critical on a few levels, which I'm going to get to. So let's take a look at the film and see what we see.
Phillips set a new rookie franchise record for sacks. Jalen Waddle, a new rookie receptions record. How important is this youth movement to where the Dolphins want to go?
Well, you can see they have a big impact in the things that we're doing as an organization. And they help us offensively, defensively, and in the kicking game. So.
You get a bye week now. When you reflect back on what you've done well, what you want to improve on, especially with playoffs still in the picture, what are your initial thoughts?
Who's the next game on the schedule? We're going to focus on things that we can get better at next week, throughout the bye week, and then we'll focus on the Jets following week.
Thanks to it. Enjoy the win. We appreciate it.
Well, we got off to a good start, something we've been, talking about. I think our staff did a good job offensively, defensively in the kicking game on a short week, getting the guys ready to go. Chan, Josh, Danny, a lot of credit goes to them. For the work they did this week, but also the credit goes to the players. I mean, they put the work in, and they did a good job with the communication, the fundamentals, the techniques, and they made plays out there tonight. But it was a total team effort: offense, defense, and special teams.
All right. For a long time, we've been hearing, ever since Brian Flores benched Tua in 2020, that he didn't like Tua, that he was against Tua, that he was trying to sabotage Tua along with Gailey, and that there was real serious animosity or issues with Flores and Tua, and he didn't want Tua to be the quarterback. And Brian Flores was a liar, a consummate, continuous liar, and he was doing everything he could to not put Tua in. I did many films on this. I did Suit Hustle. I have done many podcasts referencing to all the stuff that's been going down. And you can go check all of them out to show that really the media and many in the media and many of these superfan podcasts have been pushing a line that's not true, to the detriment of two good people. More than that. But at least two good people, Brian Flores and Tua, have been compromised by the media's push that they are at odds. But you can clearly see in this video, Tua is absolutely mimicking Brian Flores. We know in the Ravens game, he could have easily dismissed Tua and had Brissett come back and had him win that big game. But he went out on the edge, put Tua in, stuck with him when it didn't go well right off the bat. And he's basically said the same thing over and over again. I'm developing the kid. The kid's getting better. He's our quarterback. And he's proven it to be true. But what you're seeing here is what I spoke about in my Suit Hustle documentary, that Fitzpatrick, Gailey, Flores, and Tua were very close. And that union was broken up by Chris Greer, that the family of Tua had high respect for Flores and saw him as a father figure on the field. And that Tua viewed him as somebody he could trust because he called him Coach Flo. And you see here mimicking, absolute perfect mimicking of Brian Flores. You don't do that for somebody you dislike, who's been trying to sabotage you, who's at odds with you, you don't trust. You only do that with people you respect and look up to, basically a head coach. But now we've had months and months and months of tearing down this team, putting stuff out there. Now, I do blame Chris Greer, who was going after Watson, for putting this stuff out there. But again, as Mike Florio said in his thing, the team doesn't want Tua. The team has nothing to do with the personnel, it has nothing to do with the staff. The team that we are talking about is Chris Greer. There's a perfect union between Brian Flores and Tua as mentor and head coach. And you could see Tua is no longer the aw shucks nice guy. He was handling this with football talk, acting in a totally different manner, more calm, more reserved, more closed off, which is about more control. And he's demonstrating this on the field. Now, this doesn't mean, I'm not saying to those who are questioning whether he'll be greater, this doesn't mean he's elite, but he has taken a turn forward on the field. Whether you think it's enough or not, which they debate for all day. You're seeing him take a turn off the field with the way he's handling these things, not as just a nice guy, but as a professional quarterback. And this is all stemming from Brian Flores generating the framework and the mentorship to get him here. But again, where's all the mea culpas? You call a good man a liar. You try to cause division. Remember, Landon Roberts was saying, we're with you, the coach. Brian Flores is a bad guy. Remember all the talk of Brian Flores being a liar. Where are all the super fans and many, or plenty, I don't know all of them, super fan sites? They've all gone dark on the Brian Flores is a liar. All these ESPNs and Mike Flores. It's very clear. We have a good head coach and a quarterback and team that respects him. And they are one and have been one. So I ask you this. If all this information that you've been basing it on, not saying all of you, but I'm sure it's been plenty because these stories wouldn't have been driven without it. If that information was wrong, along with Chan Gailey sabotaging Tua, we know that's not true. Tua said, I didn't know the playbook. So all these stories, these big stories, if they're untrue, what does that mean? It means you've been living under false media for a long time. Now, it might seem like a small deal, but understand, public perception drives the suits that run the Dolphins. And there's a reason for this. And it drives also the media that you get. Fans alike need to say, where is the mea culpa from the media about Tua and Flores? Because clearly here, if it was such a great grievance, we wouldn't see this among many, many others. I could do an hour's worth of this stuff, going back well into last year. So anyway, this is Curtis saying, it's a small bit of information, but understand things aren't always as they appear. And we have to demand good coverage of this Miami Dolphins team. We have to demand more than just drama conversation. There's so many football things going on, actual X and O's, real relevant issues. Why aren't they being discussed? If Brian Flores and Chan Gailey weren't at odds with Tua, then who has been driving the Watson talk? Only one person. Well, maybe two, but it has to be Chris Greer. Chris Greer drafted him 5th overall. Why is Chris Greer chasing Watson? It's not Flores. Wasn't Chan Gailey. Why aren't these questions being asked? This is Curtis saying thank you for staying to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Comments mean the most. Really matters to me to hear from you guys. I learned so much, and I appreciate the dialogue. Subscribes and likes help us with our Google overlords, keeps us in business. I like that too. I got some film studies coming your way this week and a review, a preview of the Jets and Dolphins matchup. It might not be as easy as we all think. There's going to be some missing players, and this could create a more challenging game than many think. But we'll see. Anyway, got more stuff coming to you, and I'll see you then. This is Curtis saying thank you. Catch you next time, and be well. AceBread.com is the best online sportsbook in the business. We offer a wide range of variety of features that can't be found anywhere else. In fact, aside from marketing, you can totally automate your bookmaker service when you partner with AceBread.com.